Oh, sorry about that, guys. My camera decided to die on me there, so I couldn't finish the video. But, oh man, look at this. In the wrong position again. I did reposition the camera, so I could have more room to operate here. Let's try that. But anyway, as I was saying, Gods and Generals covers the events of the Civil War up from its initial point to, I think, the Battle of Vicksburg. But it's a very good movie, but it can be very drawn out at times, and unless you're a Civil War or history buff, you probably won't be that into it. But I am a huge Civil War buff, so I enjoy it. Let's see, what else can we do here? Tom Cruise and Valkyrie. This is about one of the plots to kill Adolf Hitler by his own people. Yeah, it just goes to show you that not everybody in Germany during World War II, believed in the Nazi cause, which is definitely a good thing. This covers the attempt, well, I guess it was probably the closest they ever came to success of actually killing Hitler. But, yeah, a very, very good movie. Another good war movie is Patton, starring George C. Scott, playing General George Patton. This covers pretty much the bulk of his career during World War II in the European theater, from his command of the 7th Army, 3rd Army, and of course his march across France and toward Germany. Yeah, he did a great job playing this. This thing won all kinds of awards when it came out, but it's a very, very good movie. Another long one, though. You have to have some time on your hands to watch that. Oh, let's see. Here's a war movie that probably not many people have heard of, but I like it. It's a good one. Gene Hackman and Uncommon Valor. It came out back in the 80s, and it's basically went around the whole thing about, mine's going blank here. The MIAs, there we go. The MIAs in Vietnam, about the issue of them, whether or not they're still alive or not, and still being imprisoned in Vietnam. But, yeah, that's a good movie. Let's see what else we've got here. That's okay. I'll go to this. Unstoppable with Chris Pine and Denzel Washington. It's kind of inspired by a true story about a runaway freight train. But yeah, it's a very, very good action movie. One of my other hobbies in life is trains and things that have to do with trains. So yeah, I enjoy it. But yeah, even if you're not into the whole railroad scene, I mean, you'll like the movie. It's pretty action-packed. Another Coen Brothers movie, No Country for Old Men. Javier Bardem, he did so good playing this. All of them did, really. Tommy Lee Jones, Josh Brolin, everybody. That was such a good movie. The Coen Brothers can really, really turn out some good pictures, and this is certainly one of them. But yeah, it's about it's the whole thing to me. The whole idea I get from it is about Tommy Lee Jones' character coming to terms with how he's too old and getting too old to keep doing what he's doing, which is being, a law enforcement officer, and about Josh Brolin, who really gets in over his head into something that he can't deal with. But yeah, good movie. Oh yeah, this is good. A lot of people make fun of this movie today, but to me, this is still a scary movie. This is drama slash, scary to me. and it's Deliverance. And basically it's about a group of friends, 4 guys from the Atlanta area of Georgia, and they decide to go on a river rafting trip up in the mountains, the Appalachian Smoky Mountains. And basically things don't go quite to plan on their little trip. The first day or so is fine, but like in the second day, things go downhill really quick. Yeah, this has probably one of the most infamous scenes in all of movie history in it. I won't go into it. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen the movie, trust me, go rent it. You won't be able to stop watching it. And as I just said, we went and saw the new Red Dawn. Here's the original. 10 times better, if you ask me. And that's not just because I'm a child of the 80s or anything. This is truly, I think, just a better movie. Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, really all these big actors of the 80s. C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Jennifer Grey, all those guys. They've been in a whole bunch of movies. But, yeah, this was back when we were promised the Russians would invade us. I mean, that's pretty much, I think that's what the director said, John Milius. As we were growing up, we were promised the Russians would come. And they never did. I feel kind of disappointed about that. Here's a good Western. Young Guns with Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips. Charlie Sheen's in here too. This is about Billy the Kid and his little group that he had back in the 1800s, the Old West, but kind of puts a little modern twist into how the movie's made, which makes it not that accurate in many ways, but still it's a very, very fun movie to watch. Another Western here, The Quick and the Dead, with Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, and DiCaprio. It's really, really inaccurate in how it does a lot of things in the movies, and you know, in Western genres, it's pretty much all fantasy what happens in here, but yeah, it's still a great movie, great Western. Probably one of my favorite Westerns is True Grit. It just came out, the remake of it. Hang on one second, let me turn down my speakers here on my computer. There we go. But, yeah, the remake of True Grit, it is so good. Jeff Bridges did a great job at playing Rooster Cogburn, and Matt Damon is LaBeef. And, yeah, this is really good. If you were putting off seeing it, you need to go see it. It won't be disappointed, I don't think. Here's a good Iraq War movie. This kind of corresponds to a lot of things that are going on still to this day in the Iraq and Afghanistan theaters that we're currently involved in. The Hurt Locker. Basically about a bomb tech who he's a true adrenaline junkie. He loves what he does, and that's disarming IEDs. A very, very dangerous profession. But makes for a very, very good movie. Here's a good movie. Sylvester Stallone, Copland. Harvey Keitel and Robert De Niro both play kind of, you know, sideline type parts. Ray Liotta has a pretty good part in here. A lot of these guys, you know, made their careers playing, you know, gangsters and things like that, and here they are playing corrupt cops. And man, this is a really, really good movie, and doesn't get the credit that it truly deserves. Sylvester Stallone, he played a great part in this movie. But yeah, Copland, go check it out if you can. Oh, what are we up to now? 9, almost 10 minutes long, so I need to pick it up some more. Let's go into some car movies here. Vanishing Point from 1970. The movie really doesn't have much of a plot other than this guy RT, and that to me is one of the best muscle cars ever built. I love Dodge Challengers, and yeah, it's a great car chase movie. Really, really good. They did a remake of it back in the late 1990s, I think. I can never pronounce his name. Vigo Mortensen, I guess. And yeah, it was a made-for-TV remake. Same car and everything. 1970 Challenger, still white and everything, just like in the other one. But it's just not anywhere near as good as the original. I just got it just so I could have it, really. But it's still good in its own right. Oh, what else have we got here? The new Rambo movie from Sylvester Stallone. Very, very good. Truly lives up to the Rambo name in this movie. See, this is how I wish things like with Red Dawn could be. You know, they'd remake. This isn't a remake of anything, but kind of a continuation. But it's still very, very good, and it left me feeling very satisfied whenever we walked out of the theaters on that one. And I'm going to reposition the camera now so I can get closer over here. And I got to pick up the pace because I'm starting to run out of time again. Let's see. Charles Bronson in Death Wish. That's another classic action movie from the 70s. Plays a vigilante in New York City. And, yeah, basically proceeds to not really give a shit about anyone or anything. And, yeah, it's a good movie. This gun, though, is not in this movie. That's a .475 Wilde Magnum. And I think that was in the third Death Wish movie that gun was featured. I believe it's Charles Bronson's personal gun. Then we got some James Bond movies here. We have Roger Moore, Maude Adams, and Octopussy. Yeah, that name caught a lot of flack over here in the States. Don't really know why though. It's a good James Bond movie. I guess people just can be prudish, for lack of better words. A View to a Kill, another Bond movie that catches a lot of flack because, oh, they say Roger Moore was too old, he shouldn't have been playing Bond at 55, 56, however old he was. I say, hey, I hope I can do what he was doing in this movie at 56. I'll probably be ready for a retirement home by then. Roger Moore's replacement, Timothy Dalton, License to Kill. A very good Bond movie. Definitely not your normal Bond movie. He kind of goes off the deep end in this one and has been on pure revenge. But yeah, still very good. Kind of the really give no, take no prisoners type Bond like what you have now with Daniel Craig. He was kind of the original. What else have we got? Air Force One with Harrison Ford playing the President of the United States. Kind of an unbelievable plot to it, but still, it's a good movie. Very good movie. Gary Oldman, he plays the terrorist in it, and Gary Oldman's a very good actor. And I'm just going to go through these real quick. These are my Jack Ryan collection movies. The Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Harrison Ford, Clear and Present Danger, dun 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 dun, had to do it, I'm sorry, Jaws. Yeah, the shark looks incredibly fake, but yet this movie, when I first saw it years ago, scared the living daylights out of me. The sequel, not so much, but still a good movie. Jaws 2. Roy Scheider comes back, playing Chief Brody. But, yeah, that was a good movie, too, in its own right. Zombieland. wow. You can go see Zombieland if you haven't seen it. Woody Harrelson, he makes the movie. And Emma Stone, super hot. LA Confidential, another classic movie, another long movie. Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, they do a good job at this, portraying cops in Los Angeles in the early 1950s. Kim Basinger, wow. Look at that. Mad Max, Mel Gibson's breakout role. Post-apocalyptic world, good car chase movie. And with that, I think I'm going to have to wrap it up because I'm almost out of time. But, yeah, I've got a lot more movies to do, too. I've got several sets and things like that I have to go through. But I may do those in another part. But in the meantime, y'all have a good day.